thoughts on the team, on being here in Stillwater for the regional?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. Great opportunity for our program as a 2 seed coming into a place that's close to home where we can have some fans that can make it. And, I think the scary part for us is we're 4-0, which some people would be like, oh, great, you're feeling good, you're 4-0 against the field. But at the same time, it's hard to beat a team 3 times a year. So, we're focused in on Nebraska and what helped us win those ball games. And then obviously want to kind of go on from there. But just excited in general to make 3 trips in a row to the regional. And this is a fun group to be around. I mean, they work hard, they play hard. They've got a little bit of everything going for them right now, which is exactly what you want in the postseason.
So I've got to ask, you're playing Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
A little something extra, or how are you
I think
feeling?
it always brings the feels, because I know most of the team, and I've played with a lot of them. So, but I think it's just a great opportunity to take it to them and show them what we're made of.
That's pretty strong, right? Listen,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like this. I mean, I'm just seeing from Oklahoma State perspective. We know all about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's some real fight in you,
Yeah.
right? Would you say that that's kind of DNA level stuff within this group, or what would you say just from a personality standpoint that has nothing to do with softball? What is it that makes this team what it is? Maybe Sid, if we go to you with that one.
I think Coach B says it a lot, just having that underdog mentality. Nebraska's a big school, Oklahoma State's a big school, but we're always going to go toe-to-toe with them, no matter how much Oklahoma State or Nebraska know us. We know them just as well, so it's just exciting to go out there and see who plays best that day.
What was the draw for you? To come to Wichita State. You were at Mizzou, correct?
Yes.
What was the initial draw?
So I had a couple visits lined up, and Wichita State was my first. And then as soon as I got there, I just felt like home. There's a huge family aspect, and like Coach B has us at her house all the time for dinner. She cooks for us. We watch their kids. She's at my graduation. She's at anything that I'm doing outside of softball, and so that's what drew me in, just the family aspect.
What are those special, like what you just described right there? Those are the moments that just sound amazing between coaches and players, and maybe if you can you unpack that a little bit from a coach's perspective?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, they're not just softball players, and I think that's where we as coaches can get ourselves into trouble sometimes is, getting so focused on winning softball games that you forget that there's a lot more to them besides the shortstop or the left fielder or the pitcher, and it's really important to get to know them and make them feel like they've got somebody to go to. Obviously when any kid moves away from home, and some of them come really far away from home and some of them are pretty short distance, but either way they don't have their families, they don't have that person that they can go to really quick, and so somebody in our staff tries to be that person for them. And so to be able to do that, you've got to get to know them. You've got to get to know what makes Addie tick, what makes Sid tick, what do they like outside of softball, and make it important that they have things outside of softball that they can kind of fall back on, because I think that's when athletes are going to play their best, is when they're holistically invested in themselves. What makes them happy when they're maybe struggling a little bit in softball and they need to relax and release a little bit, but just more than anything, knowing that people have their backs. And we try to create that type of an environment here. We're very, I think we're very welcoming. We embrace everybody's likes and characteristics, whether it's, we talk a lot about it, like whether you love bunnies or you love dogs, or whether you've got blue hair, if you got red hair, whether you've got tattoos or you don't have tattoos. Hey, as long as you're a good person, a good student, and a good softball player, you're going to do really well in our program. And I think that makes people comfortable because they can be who they are and the best version of themselves here.
I think sometimes when you get into situations like postseason or whatever, I think there's so many teams out there that start with that as the mindset, but it maybe falls off a little bit, right? It's hard to actually live it, right? What have been those moments maybe for you, Addison, with this group, where you have seen that, where it goes from it's more than just an idea, like it's something that actually really kind of makes you who you are?
Yeah, I know most of us come from small towns, and we've always kind of been the underdog, and just being able to get through big moments and work hard through there. And I think our team, we get along really well, and that's a huge part too, so we feel comfortable outside of the sport as well.
Has there been any moments during the course of the season that have maybe tested you where you were able to overcome on the field, maybe using some of that from off the field?
I think Arkansas was a big game. I'm a transfer, Zoe's a transfer, and Lauren Howe's a transfer. So she got the ball during the Arkansas game, and we all just – I know that it's personally really nerve-wracking to play this school that you came from, and so I think we all really banded together that game just to help Lauren, and we were going to do whatever it was to win for her, and I think that was a big moment for her and for us.
Well, very good. I mean, Weston, that's what I have. Is there anything that you want to make sure that is said or anything that your local folks would use?
No.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to shut my mouth and leave it to you guys. Like, is there anything important that you want to say that while we're here and we're kind of in this mode, you know, that you would want out there?
We're good.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.